Hey there everyone, my name is Hitesh. I am a tech YouTuber. I make tech videos and I'm also a traveler. On this 27th of December, I'll be hitting my 31st country, so it's been quite a journey. One fine morning, I was enjoying my day in the beautiful Switzerland. Just nod your hand if you believe Switzerland is beautiful. It is. So one fine morning, I came across a bank in Switzerland and I saw this bank and I realized, oh my God, these are the same banks. Every Hollywood villain, when just needs any kind of money transfer, he says, oh, transfer this money in my Swiss account. It's always the case. Made me smile a little bit. But then I wondered a bit, how come is that the case that everybody thinks that when the money goes in the Swiss bank, it is always safe? How come it is? I would also like to ask you a question. Raise your right hand if you believe the China watch are more expensive, and raise your left hand if you believe Swiss watch are more expensive. Now just wait for a second. Let's rewind this. Whoop. How come you believe that Swiss watch is more expensive? I didn't show you any photos. How did you came up with that? But it's a general notion that Swiss watches are more expensive. The Switzerland is playing with a game known as confidence. This country is lacking up all of the resources, yet playing fundamental with just one thing, which is confidence. But the big question is, what happens when this confidence is gone? You are not understanding the gravity of the situation. Let me elaborate you to understand that how this confidence, when it's gone, can create chaos. One fine evening, you were all enjoying your dinner. You were having money in your pocket, but on a one fine evening, right at 8 o'clock, Narendra Modi came out and said, the money in your pocket, the 1,000 rupees note, is no longer a valid currency. He didn't took your money. Nobody came at your home to collect that money. If entire nation could have decided that we don't actually mind this announcement, we're going to continue with our money. Nobody could have stopped you. But you are not the authority to decide how to put the confidence in money or not. So when the confidence is actually lost, it creates a nightmare. And similar nightmare, we are on the verge of this nightmare again. The same thing is happening in engineering as well. People have started to ask the question that the money that I'm putting up in my education in engineering, is it worth it? Is it giving me equally back or not? Is it worth to learn in the first year that CPU is the brain of computer and pay 2 lakh rupees for that? People have started to ask this question. And this is the report by Times of India in just 2017. More number of colleges are being closed down. People are starting to have this thought that I should drop out or not. Every single day, thousands of students are having this question. And this is a point of worry, that why student is thinking to drop out. As a teacher, it just melts my heart that somebody is not going to continue the education. But this is not only the concern that I am thinking or you are thinking. College authorities also are concerned about this. So, what you're going to see in the very next 5 years is a huge dropout rates, which I'm totally against. But people have started to ask questions, and if they are not going to get the right answers, they are surely going to drop out. We need to do something about it. So college management also thought about it. And we all know what happens when college management try to solve a problem. So what university did, we are going to have a big campus. Here's the question. Do you use Google because they have a big campus? Nope. You use Google because it provides you a better result. The campus is a secondary thing. Another thing that college is trying to do is put out big and bold in their advertisement, 100% placement guarantee. I hope many have already seen that. 100% placement guarantee. How can you believe that? Even Dettol in their advertisement puts out 99% germ killer. So how can you guarantee anybody for 100% placement? This is a total scam. I openly say that because how can you guarantee that a student who comes into the college is going to be hardworking, is going to be the educated that we want to have? The only guarantee that you can put out is education. And that is the most important concern. But the thing is, be very, very cautious what you're asking for, because you may find one. This is one of the Chinese proverbs I learned. So, how come these colleges came out with this campus and the placement thing? Because you asked wrong question. Nobody is responsible for that. We are responsible. Me, including me and another thousands of students who were studying with me in the college, asked this wrong question. So the most important thing is, were you asking the right question? Because when you entered in the college, how many of you did ask this bold question that what I will study in first year? What is the project that I'll make? Who are your college celebrity teachers who are working with Google or NASA or Microsoft or Burj Khalifa architects or something like that? All of you came into the college and asked what kind of companies are visiting this college. You didn't ask what kind of education I'm going to get. All you asked were what kind of placement I'm going to get. So they analyzed the data that, yeah, college students are asking for placement. Let's just give them. But what kind of placement? What kind of job? Bulk recruiting job of just answering a cell phone? Or the actual tech job? So this is really, really interesting. So the most important thing is we need to ask the right questions. I would be really, really proud when college, instead of making these advertisement of 100% placement, will advertise that our computer science students learn Flutter or React Native in the very first year. Or our civil students get a lecture from the chief architect of Burj Khalifa. Or our mechanical engineer are being trained by the engineers of Maruti, BMW and Ford. These are the things which are worth advertising, not the 100% placement. Placement is not a guarantee, education is. So start asking for the right question. There is a lot of time that you're going to see a lot of teachers are grumpy. They're not that much supportive. Why? Because we have been not asking the right question from the day one. We need to ask these questions. And the most important thing is that you cannot force students for having education. Nobody learns forcefully. Putting these criterias of 75% attendance or just come to the college without worrying is not the solution. Making education again, making these engineering creative again so that I am absolutely thrilled to learn what's going to come up. What's the amazing project I'm going to work on? These are the thrilling experience we have to do. So instead of putting a sad face on the engineering society, what we need to do is end up with, just like always, my personal quote: make engineering great again, but with a smile. That's my time. Thank you so much.